Chris, we heard that the match will be played on the same wicket as the third ODI, and obviously that was a slow start. Do you expect to be a lot slower for the T20 as well?
I mean, I assume it will be relatively slow. Obviously, earlier start as well, so I'm sure dew won't be a factor with the game. So yeah, relatively slow surface, I'd imagine, and I'm sure it'll take a little spin, or at least hold a little bit for the spinners and the slower bowlers. And as a fast bowler or a seam bowler, you probably a lot of variations used. But yeah, that's the way the pitch looks.
How would you plan to stop a batter in this sort of wicket
as a fast bowler? I suppose you don't want to give up the stumps too much. With a bit of low bounce, obviously keeping the stumps in play is usually a good option. I'm sure as I mentioned there, the quicks will use their change-ups, slow ball bounces, and yeah, I'm sure that will generally be the go-to.
Definitely you guys are very high, T20 champion, but how do you rate Bangladesh as a T20 team?
Yeah, I mean, a very good side. I think whenever you come up against Bangladesh, particularly in home conditions, it's a tough test. As we saw with the ODIs, having not lost here since we last came here, it's always a tough series against those guys. And this one was, obviously we won 2-1, but a relatively close series again. So we'll be expecting similar with the T20s, really, no difference. Obviously, we're coming off the back of a World Cup win, but obviously in very different conditions. And it will be a test for us, whenever an England side or we come here is challenging for us. So, we expect a tough series.
Okay. Folks, Bangladesh squad has 3 cricketers who got their first call-up in this series, and 1 cricketer got a call-up after 8 years. Is this a surprise fact to you? And do you think these lesser-known guys can be a threat for England team?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, whenever you come up against new guys and guys that you haven't really seen before and have performed well in your local tournament in the BPL, they're coming in with a lot of confidence. So yeah, I think when you come up against guys who you haven't seen much of, sometimes that can be quite tricky as a side. A guy a lot of the times from a bowler's point of view, if you haven't seen guy play, he can get away from you and can get to 20-30 before you realise what his strengths are. So yeah, that can be tricky. So obviously we'll have to think on our feet if we haven't seen them much.
This is going to be your first ever T20 bilateral series against Bangladesh. So how excited you are?
Yeah, really excited. It's a great opportunity for us to hopefully lay down a marker again as world champions. We haven't played a series since we won that World Cup. So again, a challenge for us in these conditions, but it's exciting to play here against obviously a very good Bangladesh side.
In international cricket, we have seen that T20 cricket is not a cup of tea of Bangladesh yet, so far. But on the home soil, they beat New Zealand and Australia, and they had the series win. So do you think that it will be a tough series for you as well, according to the wicket or the situation?
Yeah, definitely. It will be a tough series. I think. Yeah, I think whenever we come here, we always are. It's a challenge. Playing against a lot more spin, slow surfaces. As you said, Bangladesh have beaten some good sides here, so it'll be a tough challenge for us. But we're looking forward to the challenge.
Any more? Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you.
Cheers.